Now over to Missouri, where the U.S. Senate seat is up for grabs.
And as expected, Senator Claire McCaskill securing the position with the Democratic nomination, defeating 6 other candidates. 41 Action News reporter Tom Dempsey in Columbia, Missouri, where she talked before the polls even closed.
Well, during Senator McCaskill's speech here in Columbia, she spoke about the 13 weeks between now and election night. She knows with this race continuing to be very close, her campaign can't take anything for granted. With Senator Claire McCaskill not facing serious competition on primary day, she used a gathering in Columbia to look towards November.
I think everybody in this room knows that we're going to have to work hard in this election.
With a tight race expected against Republican Josh Hawley, McCaskill focused on key issues, including health care and the efforts to get rid of Obamacare.
And their repeal and replace plan, when they brought it out, guess what? They couldn't even get all the Republicans to vote for it.
The senator even taking direct aim at Hawley when focusing on disclosing campaign money.
He embraces the dark money.
With the battle ahead for undecided voters, McCaskill spoke to reporters afterwards about reaching out to the other side.
It was a lot of Trump support in my state, and I listened and learned from the people who voted for Donald Trump.
A focus on a campaign season that supporters know will be crucial.
This is a time frame when people make up their mind.
Let's go on and get this done.
An election getting closer that McCaskill knows will lead to a tough fight.
It gets me up in the morning, and it gets me, and my shoulders are squared, and I'm ready to have very little rest between now and November.
Again, 13 weeks separate from now until election night. Senator McCaskill asking all the volunteers who gathered for this speech to volunteer for at least 24 hours between now and then, knocking on doors, reaching out to supporters, knowing that this race will be very tight. Here in Columbia, I'm Tom Dempsey, 41 Action News.
Tom, thank you. Senator McCaskill will now move on to face Josh Hawley in a competitive race in November. As you just heard, in a large pool, he defeated 10 other Republicans by a large margin for the chance to try and unseat McCaskill in the general election. 41 Action News reporter Dia Wall joins us now from Hawley's watch party in Springfield, Missouri. Dia.
Well, Rhiannon, the only sign that a watch party was here is a few supporters who are still soaking up that win and the big American flag that Josh Hawley addressed the crowd standing underneath. Now he's ready to take on Claire McCaskill come November. It's all smiles in Springfield after Missouri Attorney General Josh Hawley became Republican nominee for U.S. Senate.
The outcome of this election is vital to Missouri, but it is vital beyond Missouri.
Fantastic. I'm excited. I'm optimistic. I am grateful.
I've known him since he's a little boy. He's one of the finest men I've ever met.
I think Josh's values and what he wants, whether it's a Supreme Court pick, whether it's a tax cut, whether it's reducing government regulations, I think those are the things that are important to Missourians.
After his victory speech, issuing a challenge.
And my challenge to Claire McCaskill is very simple. Let's debate.
Leaving this crowd wanting more and ready for November. You could really feel some of that energy in the room after the race was called. Now Hawley is hitting the ground running. He's starting with a Let's Debate event tomorrow in St. Charles, Missouri, hoping to draw out Claire McCaskill for one of those one-on-one debates. Interesting point, though, he was asked why he had not had any open town hall events where the public, people in the community, could ask him any questions. He again pivoted to debating Claire McCaskill. We'll see what happens. Live in Springfield, Dia Wall, 41 Action News.
Just 13 weeks, Dia. Hawley currently serves as Missouri's Attorney General. Senator McCaskill will be going for her 3rd term in office, and tonight she also challenged Hawley to 4 town hall debates. Hawley, as Dia just mentioned, said, "Let's debate."